We're a firm based on the South Shore. Our main office is in Hanover, and we also have an office in Boston. We have 6 attorneys in our firm. We have a variety of areas that we practice in. I personally concentrate my practice in residential and commercial real estate, litigation, and representing corporations with their everyday legal needs. But we also have attorneys that specialize in workman's compensation, Social Security, disability, veterans law, special education, personal injury, and estate planning.
Well, interesting. Has the field of real estate changed a lot for litigation over the last few years? Because there's been a boom again of real estate.
It has. I think what we've seen over the last 6 to 7 years is, first with the bubble, is that it was tough to get deals done. And as a result, when people were out of work, their deposits became that much more precious. So as a result, you saw a spike in litigation involving deposits and purchase and sale agreements, whether residential or commercial. And now that the real estate market appears to be recovering, you're now seeing bidding wars between buyers and sellers on properties. And as a result, there's even a bigger need to have representation from a qualified real estate broker in addition to an attorney to make sure that your needs are being protected.
Interesting. And have the laws changed a lot?
I wouldn't say the laws have changed a lot. There have been some recent cases that have come down in the area of real estate that has further defined what the expectations should be for both parties involved in a transaction. Years ago, it used to be assumed that parties would enter into an offer to purchase, as an example, and it wasn't a binding contract. So in 1998, in several cases that have come down since then, Massachusetts established that an offer to purchase is a binding contract. So parties can rely upon that written document, even if it says it's subject to a satisfactory purchase and sale agreement, it still can be binding. So it's important to educate our clients that once you start the process, the first document you sign being the offer to purchase, it is a binding contract.
Well, I always tell people you can't do business anymore in America, and I think especially in Massachusetts, unless you are counseled by good lawyers, because there's just you can't navigate a business without knowing the law.
I agree with that, and one of the things we tell all our corporate clients, it's, every year we're encouraged by our health insurance companies and by our families to get that annual checkup, and I say the same thing to my corporate clients, is once a year we sit down, review their corporate structure, review what's going on in their business to make sure that they're current with all the changes in the law, in addition to making sure that they haven't let anything lapse. One of the biggest things that happen, because we're so busy on a daily basis, is companies let the workman's compensation insurance, as an example, lapse. And that can be very costly to a company.
Big problem.